just for fun, I ran some things through the ultrasonic cleaner. There's some bolts in there, a spring. I don't know. I only ran the spring one time. Not sure if that's going to clean up. But I ran these two clutch slave cylinders through the ultrasonic cleaner. And with Pine Sol, I set it in there on the bottom this way, so it wouldn't scratch the paint on this one. This is from an 82 Honda Sabre 750, and this is from an 84 Magna. You see we got dirt in there. These ran through 3 times. But at this point, yeah, with Pine Sol, doesn't seem to affect the paint as long as it's not vibrating on the paint surface. So this is the disgusting one that actually came off the 82 Sabre, as I just said. And what's nice about these is you can drive the piston out just by going through this hole. So we don't have to use air. I think I can fit a screwdriver down there and just poke this out, rather than, I did bring, remember, I used the brake caliper pliers, the piston pliers, to go in here and actually pull it out, and that worked good. See, these are not coming out real easy. So I'm gonna try to poke them from this side. Let's see. I don't think this screwdriver might work. Sorry to anybody that doesn't like to see screwdrivers misused. I don't know if that moved. I'm sure it'll work. Yep, it worked. So now we can pop that out. This one is kind of really bad. It sat for 20 years. That might take some more pushing, so I'll get back with you in a minute. Not gonna lie, this is fun. But so here is the slave cylinder that wasn't super bad. You can see it's cruddy. I'm gonna put this back in now that it's apart. I did take off all the rubber, and there's that. And then this guy, super cruddy looking on the inside for sure. Outside's pretty crappy. I don't think those get replaced if you get the kit, if you buy the right kit. So I'm not too worried about it. Spring from the inside. You can tell brake fluid was sitting in there. I'm making a mess. No, wait, that wasn't, this was the one from that one. So not as bad. You can actually see the hole. And then the rubber seal actually probably wasn't, this was probably working. I don't know, maybe a little bit of mess. That looks like water, maybe. It's actually pretty pliable. And the inner one actually doesn't look bad either, but obviously if you have this out, you might as well spend the 20 bucks and get new parts, but those seals are still pretty good. I already showed you this. Actually, you couldn't see the hole. Oh, there it is. Okay. So yeah, we'll throw that back in. And then this guy, which probably shouldn't have been probably shouldn't have survived or be rebuilt, but you know what? You can get a new piston if you need it. I really don't think, you can usually clean them up pretty good. So there's that. And like I said, honestly, this should have been just trash, but we'll clean it up. Why not? And then I think I haven't changed my Pine Sol out for new yet. And I think it's probably gonna be trash after this. Ooh, I should wipe this out before I throw that back in. But anyway, it's gonna clean up pretty good. Why not? The inner bushing or seal, it's not really a seal. It's disgusting. That's hard and actually deformed a little bit. And then this one, I didn't take off yet, but feels pretty soft. So, you know, even though it looked cruddy when we took it off the bike, it's cleaning up okay. So I think I'll throw these back in and run it again. Run it again. Yeah, I think this Pine Sol shot. There's brake fluid and dirt and crap in there. There's like something floating in it, probably alive. So that's the last time I'm gonna run this Pine Sol. It's supposed to be yellow. It's supposed to be bright yellow. It's not. So anyway, just to show you how our stuff cleaned up here. The not so bad slave cylinder for the clutch. That one just needs a little bit of fine scraping here. And I would use that again for sure. That's just stained a little bit. It's not too bad. It all cleaned out pretty well. Take some fine grit. Can't think of the word. Anyway, whatever I used to scrape out the crap, to just smooth it out a little bit, I would use that. Spring looks fine. Obviously not using those again. The 82, the one that should not have been saved. You could actually use this again. A little bit of fine sandpaper. Anything you want to just shine this up with, polish it up. You could get this working again easily. Like I said, you can replace these. This is basically staining. I bet I could clean it up. Would I use it again? I don't know. Spring? Yeah, I would use that again. This? No. I mean, you could in a pinch. It actually, I think it cleaned out pretty good. But it's seen better days. It's not terrible. You could use it again. Spring that I threw in there, spring's fine. It's just dirty. And then these bolts. This was a master cylinder bolt or a banjo bolt. Probably banjo bolt to one of the slave cylinders. You could use this again. The inner passages cleaned out pretty good. And I might get better results if I had clean fluid in the ultrasonic cleaner. So would I use it again? In a pinch, maybe. It's actually pretty clean. I think it would work. I might put new crush washers on it. Well, guys, I'm back at cleaning the Ninja tank again. This is the 94 Ninja. I have sold it, but I have all the parts to it. And I'm thinking about selling the body kit. And I came back to it and realized it had rusted on the inside again. Right now, I just dumped out the vinegar, so I need to get on rinsing this out with baking soda and water. But I just wanted to show you that it cleaned up well, and I really haven't mastered flash rust. I haven't mastered keeping it from re-rusting. You got to get them really dry inside. And I left it in my basement, which is very damp, so I think what ended up happening was the rust started to grow again. But anyway, didn't show you the whole process. I basically filled it up with vinegar and let it sit for 2 days. And now everything cleaned up pretty decent. There's a little bit of rust, just surface rust in there. But I'm gonna rinse it out now. And it's looking pretty good. I'm okay with that. Didn't leak at all. I kind of worried about that, but it was pretty clean the first time I did it. And now all this came out of it. So I'm gonna rinse it out and try and get it to dry this time. Worst part about cleaning out tanks, I think. Now, other people would seal this. I don't like sealing them. I've never done it, and I don't know. The sealers, I've heard of a couple good ones. Maybe we'll do that at some point, but for now, I'm just gonna try and dry it out If you sealed it, you wouldn't have this problem. But I don't like sealing them, so I'm going to go with this, and you run a good filter. So, not sure there'll be more to this video, because what more are you going to see? But, just let you know, if you let these sit unsealed, dry, and you let them sit where it's damp and moist air, you might get resurface rust on the inside. But it was actually flaking. Like, I looked in and I couldn't believe what kind of rust was in there. Can also show you, I never got this one fully clean, but it's starting to rust again too. So I need to get tanks out of my basement and take them somewhere in a drier environment. So we don't want that to happen to this tank. I am gonna have to retreat this again. And yep. Okay, gang, so I brought this out and used my air compressor, and I have a turbine, and it actually, I just hooked that up in here and just blew air in through it. I left the bottom open, so some of the water did come out, but it actually came out pretty dang nice. I mean, it's super dry. It's not gonna focus. Oh, there it is. Focus for a second. Focus. The tank's not perfect. I mean, I'll be honest with that. It's not perfect, but it is dry. Come on. Here, let me do something different here. There, I think I got it focused. There it is. We're down to good metal. Now, if you were gonna coat this, now would be the time to coat it. We're down to good metal, and I can't keep etching this for too long, because you're going to eventually eat through the metal if there's any weak points. But right now, she's looking pretty good. Anyway, that's it. Like I said, I just put air through it, and looks like she's pretty dry inside, so I'm happy with that. I'm actually probably going to sell this, because I don't want to have to keep messing with it. Best thing for it now is to put gas in it and go. So I'll see you on the next one. Have a great day. Get out and ride.